Once upon a time, in the vast savanna of the Serengeti, there lived a young girl named Callie. She was known throughout the land for her kindness and compassion, always willing to help those in need. Callie lived with her grandmother, Naya, in a small village nestled between the rolling hills. One day, as Callie was gathering firewood near the edge of the village, she stumbled upon a wounded lion cub. The poor creature had a thorn lodged in its paw and whimpered in pain. Without hesitation, Callie approached the cub and carefully removed the thorn, soothing its fears with her gentle touch. Grateful for her help, the lion cub nuzzled against Callie, its eyes shining with gratitude. From that day forward, the lion cub, whom Callie named Simba, became her constant companion and protector. As the years passed, Callie and Simba grew inseparable. They roamed the vast plains together, encountering all manner of creatures, from graceful antelopes to majestic elephants. Callie's bond with Simba was the talk of the village, and many believed that she possessed a special gift to communicate with animals. One hot afternoon, a terrible drought descended upon the land, parching the earth and withering the crops. The villagers grew desperate as their water sources dried up, and their livestock grew weak from thirst. Callie knew that something had to be done to save her people and their beloved animals. Drawing upon her deep connection with nature, Callie sought counsel from the wise elders of the village. Together, they devised a plan to seek out the legendary Rainmaker, a mystical creature said to possess the power to bring rain to the parched land. With Simba by her side, Callie embarked on a perilous journey across the vast wilderness, braving treacherous terrain and fierce predators. Along the way, they encountered wise old elephants who shared their ancient wisdom, graceful cheetahs, who showed them the importance of perseverance, and playful monkeys who taught them the value of laughter. Finally, after many trials and tribulations, Callie and Simba reached the sacred mountain where the Rainmaker dwelled. With humility and reverence, they approached the magnificent creature and pleaded for its aid. Moved by their sincerity and purity of heart, the Rainmaker agreed to help. With a mighty roar that echoed across the land, the Rainmaker summoned the clouds and unleashed a torrential downpour upon the thirsty earth. The villagers rejoiced as the rains fell, rejuvenating the land and bringing new life to the parched soil. Grateful for their bravery and compassion, the animals of the Serengeti joined in the celebration, dancing and singing in joyous harmony. Callie and Simba stood side by side, their hearts overflowing with gratitude for the bond they shared and the unity they had inspired among all living beings. From that day forward, Callie was hailed as a hero throughout the land, revered for her courage, wisdom, and unwavering love for all creatures great and small. And though many years have passed since that fateful day, the legend of Callie and Simba lives on as a testament to the power of friendship, kindness, and the enduring magic of the African wilderness. As the years went by, Callie's fame spread far and wide, and travelers from distant lands sought her wisdom and guidance. She became known as the Lionhearted, a title bestowed upon her by the villagers in honor of her fearless spirit and unwavering compassion. With Simba by her side, Callie continued to protect and nurture the land she loved. Together, they ventured into the deepest jungles, the highest mountains, and the wildest plains, always ready to lend a helping hand to those in need. One day, a great darkness descended upon the land, threatening to engulf it in shadow. A powerful sorcerer had arisen, seeking to conquer the land and bend it to his will. Villages were razed, forests were scorched, and the people cried out for a savior to deliver them from despair. Hearing their cries, Callie knew that she must confront the sorcerer and put an end to his tyranny once and for all. With Simba at her side, she set out on a quest to confront the evil that threatened to consume their world. Their journey was fraught with danger, as they faced fierce beasts, treacherous traps, and dark magic that sought to ensnare their souls. But Callie's courage never wavered, and with Simba's strength and cunning, they pressed onward, determined to bring hope and light back to their land. Finally, they reached the sorcerer's stronghold, a towering fortress shrouded in darkness and despair. With a mighty roar, Simba charged forward, leading the way as Callie followed close behind, her heart filled with determination and resolve. Inside the fortress, they encountered the sorcerer, a formidable foe whose powers seemed limitless. But Callie refused to back down, drawing upon the strength of her love for the land and its people. With a fierce battle cry, Callie unleashed her inner power, channeling the ancient magic of the land itself. Lightning crackled, winds howled, and the very earth trembled beneath her feet as she faced off against the sorcerer in a showdown of epic proportions. In the end, it was Callie's unwavering faith and indomitable spirit that proved to be her greatest weapons. With a final surge of energy, she vanquished the sorcerer, banishing him from the land forever and restoring peace and harmony to the world. As the sun rose on a new day, Callie stood triumphantly atop the ruins of the sorcerer's fortress, her heart filled with pride and gratitude. With Simba at her side, she looked out upon the land she had fought so hard to protect, knowing that her journey was far from over. For wherever there was darkness, she would be there to bring light. Wherever there was despair, she would be there to bring hope. And wherever there was love, she would be there to stand as a beacon of strength and courage for all who needed her. And so, the legend of Callie the Lionhearted lived on, a shining example of the power of love, friendship, and the enduring spirit of Africa. As the land healed and peace returned, Callie's fame spread even farther, reaching the ears of neighboring kingdoms and distant lands. Leaders from far and wide sought her counsel, and tales of her bravery and wisdom became the stuff of legends. But amidst the accolades and admiration, Callie remained humble and true to her roots. She continued to live among her people, tending to the land and its creatures with the same love and care she had always shown. With Simba by her side, Callie embarked on new adventures, exploring uncharted territories and forging alliances with neighboring tribes and kingdoms. Together, they brought prosperity and harmony to the land, fostering a spirit of cooperation and unity among all who dwelled there. As the years passed, Callie's legacy grew, inspiring future generations to follow in her footsteps and uphold the values of courage, compassion, and justice. And though her adventures eventually came to an end, her spirit lived on in the hearts of all who knew her. In the end, Callie's greatest legacy was not the battles she won, or the kingdoms she saved, but the love she shared and the lives she touched along the way. For she had shown that true strength lies not in the sword or the scepter, but in the kindness and compassion we show to others. And so, as the sun set on another day in the African wilderness, Callie and Simba stood together, gazing out upon the land they had fought so hard to protect. And though their journey had been long and fraught with danger, they knew that as long as they had each other, they would always find their way home. As twilight descended upon the land, Callie and Simba returned to their village, where they were greeted with cheers and celebration. The villagers gathered around them, eager to hear tales of their latest adventure and to bask in the presence of their beloved hero. But amidst the revelry, Callie's heart was heavy with the knowledge that her journey was far from over. For even as peace reigned in their own land, there were still other lands plagued by darkness and suffering. And she knew that her duty as a protector extended far beyond the borders of her own village. With a heavy heart, Callie bid farewell to her people, promising to return one day when their help was needed once more. And so, accompanied by Simba and a small band of loyal companions, she set out once more into the unknown, ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead. Their journey took them across vast deserts, towering mountains, and dense jungles, as they sought out those in need and offered aid wherever they could. Along the way, they encountered all manner of creatures, both friend and foe, each with their own stories and struggles. But through it all, Callie remained steadfast in her determination to make the world a better place, one act of kindness at a time. And though the road ahead was long and fraught with danger, she knew that as long as she had her friends by her side, she could overcome any obstacle that stood in her way. And so, as the stars twinkled overhead and the moon cast its silvery light upon the land, Callie and her companions pressed onward, their spirits undaunted and their hearts filled with hope. For they knew that no matter how dark the night may seem, the dawn would always come, bringing with it the promise of a new day and a brighter future for all.